Welcome to Alt Facts Satire News from Motif Magazine, hosted by jaded Irish immigrants, newspaper Cowboy, and Grumpy McTrumpy.
Thanks for reading, Projo. In the previous edition of Alt Facts, which I didn't read on here, the column used what would happen if, we ignored the gun violence crisis, drank the crazy juice, and stockpiled firearms instead. And it seems the Providence Journal took the musings to heart. Mere days after the synagogue shooting in Pittsburgh, Rhodey's wannabe broadsheet was distributed with a square advertisement affixed to the front cover, upon which was written, "Free box of ammo with every gun purchase while supplies last. Grand opening today." I mean, good people of the Projo, thanks for reading my column. I suppose you have to learn good journalism somewhere. But you didn't have to build an Alt's Fact shrine in the shape of a brand new gun store at 87 Kingston Road, Richmond, as well. Not that I don't appreciate the gesture. It is very kind of you to affront your 70,000 readers with such monumental thoughtlessness. On the very same day, your own headline was about the Tree of Life shooting. But maybe there's a more effective way of achieving the same goal. Gun demonstrations at daycare with free copies of the paper as well, of course. Start them off young because they're easier to manipulate that way. Just ask the priesthood. Coming soon in the Providence Journal, Head in the Sand 2018, Keeping Massacres Alive, and California, Why the Thousand Oaks shooting never happened.
Democrats Rashida Tlaib of Michigan and Minnesota's Ilhan Omar are the first Muslim women elected to Congress. And Sharice Davids of Kansas and Deb Haaland of New Mexico are the first Native American women to serve in Congress.
Women, Injuns, and terrorists. It seems America no longer wants to be great. Disappointing show there by the American people when the nation elected a slew of minorities to positions of power in the recent elections for which not one of them was adequately qualified, namely male, Caucasian, and boring. More women will serve in Congress than ever before, with 118 seats set to be cheapened by endless complaining, monthly blood loss from a horde of hyped-up broads. Worse, two of the dames are from Indian tribes, which just goes to show that Manifest Destiny didn't do a good enough job when it had the chance. Worse still, a further two of them are Arabs, a pair of ham-fisted Muslims with names that I can't even pronounce. But there's more. Rumour has it that some 17 of the 87 million ISIS members in the immigrant caravan marauding their way towards the southwest border have been elected positions of power in Nevada's 36th district. I'll let that one sit with you for a second. However, Fox News has managed to confirm that Satan himself entered into an agreement with Hillary's emails. Yep, some of y'all are still chirping on about this, in order to secure the governorship of Colorado for that gay guy that won it. And speaking of gay guys, one of them Indians is a gay woman. A gay Indian! Who ever heard of a gay Indian? This is the end of freedom, y'all. So if you need me, I'll be in rural Idaho with a box of ammunition and 30 gallons of Bud Light. P.S. Shout out to my main man there, Republican hero Michael Connolly of Shawnee, Kansas, who said the Indian woman would be sent back to the reservation. You go, man, you defend that flag, brother.
I may ask one other question, Mr. President. I was going to ask one of the other folks.
That's enough.
Pardon me, ma'am.
Mr. President. That's enough.
Mr. President, I had one other question, if I may ask.
Let me accost you. Trump isn't a sex pest. It's all CNN. Gross American Reichstag, Washington, D.C. The left has been falsely accusing President Trump of sexual misconduct ever since he announced his candidacy for office. Aided by Al-Qaeda double agent and former President Saddam Obama, Liberals have paid false witnesses to bring forth spurious allegations against Mr. Trump with the intention of besmirching the president's good name with bogus accusations of sexual harassment and rapacious delinquency. But finally, right in front of everyone at a formal press conference, the left slipped up. And we have it on video. Without shame or control, disgraced CNN hack Jim Acosta sexually assaulted a White House intern just moments after he volleyed a deluge of mainstream media abuse at the president. The young woman, a beautiful white American, had been asked to remove the microphone from Mr. Acosta to prevent further dishonest commentary, whereupon he started to grope the intern's supple, lily-white skin. Acosta, who's the son of a Cuban immigrant, is predisposed to pursue white women for sexual gratification, one of the many critical drawbacks of a minority population. Naturally, the left countered Acosta's gross misconduct with ridiculous accusations that the video was doctored. Claims include the administration adding additional frames to the footage, as well as slowing the film to suggest the contact had lasted for far longer than it did. It's baffling, really, because if anything is for certain, Mr. Trump and his administration are as trustworthy as it gets.